Today's adventure begins here in this parking structure near the Orange Circle, California, also called the Orange Plaza. I am looking into a mirror. As a recording of this, it is Monday. I need to check my phone. Monday, September 12th, 2022. It's about 2 p.m., getting a little bit later start. Welcome everyone. TheDailyWoo here. I lost my sunglasses at D23. I have had a pretty hectic schedule. My own fault. Over the past week or so with travel plans. I did 4 days of Dragon Con in a row. Flew out to Southern California. Did 2 days at Disneyland in a row in DCA. Went to Halloween Horror Nights. Then turned around and did Rope Drop at D23. Day 1, 2, and 3. That ended yesterday. Today is going to be a little bit relaxing. Maybe. I'm inviting you to join me. Shall we? Yeah, there's like a little mushroom here. It almost looks like a growth coming out of the tree. The reason I'm noticing it though is because over here is this old gas station called Philz. Well, it's called Philz Coffee. And I was here a couple years ago when they had that grand opening. It's kind of a unique blend of coffee. And I haven't had a coffee yet. It's 2 p.m. I haven't had a coffee yet, so I think it's time for a piping hot caffeinated beverage. I just love the Orange Circle. People skating around, walking, enjoying the day. It's got a cool vibe. Now it's spelled a little differently. Not P-H-I-L-S, but P-H-I-L-Z. I believe this started in San Francisco. The company did, and it just kind of branched out down here. Old Town Orange. I call it the Orange Circle. Yeah, Orange Circle, Orange Plaza, but it's all around Old Town Orange. And this is the first time I've ever seen it where they have the old garage bay doors pulled down. You have to walk in the main entrance here. And I got the orange officer over there and also oranges here. Obviously this is in Orange County, but it's also the town of Orange. Also Deacon's here from Deacon's University. You've never had Philz coffee before.
I like it.
Yeah, you like it? It's different, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got the same thing. We got filtered soul, large, hot, and light. Mm-hmm. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, and I do recall for like, gosh, probably like a year and a half, you could not park down here. They had all this area blocked off for tables. I'll take a look at that right there. There's like Woody and Jesse and all the characters. And they even have a record store down here, Mr. C's Records, with, you know, they got the dog over here listening to the record player and all that. I don't have a record player anymore. I don't own any vinyl. Well, I have a couple records, but not too much. But inside here, yeah, they have records. Looks like the store hours though. I don't know if it's open right now. No, it's not open right now. You can see the shirts are all in there. They put everything away. Interesting. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 10 to 4, but they're not open at the moment. Are they open?
It always says those store hours, it's never open.
Oh, it's never open.
It's never open.
Now across the circle there, which seems to be a real beehive of activity with all these cars going by, is the old Daily News, the Orange Daily News stand, which is a Starbucks now. But back when I lived back here in 2015, 2016, there were 2 Starbucks. One Starbucks was here inside this Wells Fargo building, but the Starbucks over here is closed. But it was interesting because you could basically just throw a pebble across the way and almost make contact with the second Starbucks in the same area. And this is definitely a big bummer, but over here was a kind of a historical eatery diner called Watson's. They filmed quite a bit of movies and TV shows in there, including That Thing You Do and a couple other things. I think a Don Knotts movie, Burt Reynolds movie. I think Benchwarmers was filmed in there. Now it's changed to Hector's. It's no longer an old-timey diner called Watson's. I'm gonna walk over there and look, but yeah. That stinks.
Bummer.
They didn't give much of a notice either. They just kind of announced it and then it was like not much longer after that closed. Deacon was saying they had a bunch of Walt Disney opening of Disneyland stuff in here too, in the back corner. I do remember they had like Tom Hanks' autograph from That Thing You Do. And
there were like copies of newspaper clippings that they made into wallpaper. But it was pretty cool to read it all.
And this was like a cake shop that was a kind of a joint next to it. But now it's called Hector, same kind of outdoor eating area. Yeah, I think Rob Schneider and Benchwarmers like sat out here.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, over here in the corner, they used to have like a little placard that would state some of the movies that were filmed in here, all along there. And walking inside, you can see it kind of definitely has the same kind of shell as it had before, but definitely a lot different now that Hector's has taken over. And I walked over to where the little cake shop area was. which looks the same, and you can even see an old Coca-Cola mural that's still up there. And they still, on the side of the bar, it still says California's oldest spot, 1899 soda fountain spot. They still haven't taken that down, so that's kind of nice that that's still there for now, but I'm sure that'll probably get yanked down at some point. Oh, we got some perennial plants here. Is that what these are called? Perennial? Oh, succulents. Succulents. Yeah, perennials. What's a perennial?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know what the difference between a perennial and a but I know a succulent, you don't have to have a lot of water to make them grow. They can kind of grow in the desert and whatnot. So yeah. This is basically what I would need, because I do not have a green thumb. I am the most non-green thumb human on earth. So I would need one of these. Now this Blaze Pizza right here used to be a Radio Shack. I think it might have been one of the last surviving Radio Shacks I'd ever seen. Ooh, look at this. Classic car alert going by. One thing about the Orange Circle, you always see classic cars always kind of cruising around. Yeah, I really like this van right here. Look at this Ram van over here. And this bike shop, Orange Cycle, is where I bought the bicycle for the infamous bicycle slide, which is a couple blocks from here. The slide's gone, I'm not even gonna go over there, but yeah, so the Plaza Historic District here, City of Orange. Orange Plaza established 1886. The plaza was for many years the social and commercial hub of Orange. And another classic car. It is a treasure trove. Stopping inside the Orange Antique Mall. Look at this right here. There's some stickers here, Random Land stickers with there's a Julio down over there. There's all kind of booths through here. I always love a good antique mall. Now there's one in Lakeland. The Lakeland, Florida Antique Mall is very, very, very popular, but it reminds me a lot of the Orange Circle. Every time I see the Lakeland Antique Mall, I always feel like I'm in the city of Orange looking at antique, because they're very similar, where each booth is a different owner, and they will leave their stuff here, and then you purchase it. You take the number up top of whatever the item is. Like, let's say I wanted to buy this glass or this yawning decor pitcher right here. I would purchase that, take the number up, and then the person who owns the booth gets the sale. But pretty dang cool. Oh, look at that up there. There's like a dinosaur fish of some sort. There's a skeleton up there. A skeleton, there's Dumbo. A lot of Disney stuff. You find a lot of good Disneyland stuff. Now at the Lakeland Antique Mall in Florida, you find a lot of Disney World stuff, but of course, obviously I'm on the West Coast. Out here, you find a lot of kind of old-timey Disneyland stuff. There's some buckets up here. Paradise Pier, which of course now it's a throwback, because now it's Pixar Pier. Oh, look at this rat. There's a little Mr. Potato Head right there. Is that Humpty Dumpty or Mr. Potato Head?
Humpty Dumpty.
Humpty Dumpty. What am I saying, Mr. Potato Head? Humpty Dumpty is what I'm thinking of. Ooh, we got monkey shines over here, except he's not holding the symbols. He's just holding a banana. This is the kinder, gentler version of monkey shines. Got Ninja Turtle, and of course, Michael Jackson over there in the corner, King Kong. We got Freddy, and I don't know if I've ever seen this. Max FX, Freddy from A Nightmare on Elm Street, right here. Freddy Krueger. Yeah, Gizmo is like twice the size and girth of E.T. It does kind of stink that I don't have room to take this home, because I have been looking for a box Jabba the Hutt playset with Luke there, Salacious and all that, Bib Fortuna, the Gamorrean Guard, in a box for a while. So that's kind of a bummer. I got the Rancor recently, I got the Ewok Village a couple years ago, but I am missing the full Jabba set. I like this here where it has the cardboard cutout behind it over there as well. Yeah, when I lived a couple blocks from here, I'd just come over here late at night. The bench, I used to do a lot of little, like, I want to call them walk and talks, sit and talks. It's right over there. Like when I moved out of the Orange Circle many years ago, I sat in that bench right over there behind that electrical box. Always liked the Orange Circle. Yeah, look how awesome this is. This bar, I've never noticed the Plaza Barber before. Up here has a pair of scissors and a comb. Now I've noticed the Plaza Barber little like awning, but I've never noticed that sign that says Plaza Barber. And then also kind of the old-timey style of this sign with the neon of the Felix there next to the flats, and then a clock there, and then the old kind of wooden western looking sign with the lights around it. That really has seen some years. And then of course Starbucks coffee that I was mentioning a minute ago, kind of tucked away over here in the shadows, which was the Orange Daily News building right up here. Take a look at that. Orange Daily News. Oh, and I've never noticed this before either. The site of the first building Back in 1871, the town and farm lots of Andrew Glassell IV were right here. Goes on to say Agent Glassell maintained 2 seedling orange trees in front of his office right here, residents, as curiosities to entice settlers. All right, this bar and grill that's here with some very nice ceiling fans. It's kind of interesting that they have replaced, these were not the gas pumps that were here, but it was a former gas drive-through. Before my time, when I lived here, there used to be an ice machine over in the corner, and then it became Rod's Liquors after the gas station, and they took this down, built what it is now, the bar and grill, and there was, you know, people were saying they were or they were not, depending on who you talk to, that they were going to replace the Plaza Beverages Rod's Liquor sign, and they did. They replaced it. And it's kind of interesting because an ice truck just went by. You can kind of see it in the window there, an ice truck, and I was just talking about ice. And this bar and grill has some of their alcoholic beverages inside bird cages up top there. Look at these, they're like bird cages. All right, I just noticed from this angle also, if you look across, so we got the, over here you got the gas pumps, but also in that window, it does say Rods inside there. They got the Rods neon. Yeah, take a look at that, R-O-D-S. This is called a Heritage ISO. Kind of similar to a Vespa, but not. I don't think it's been driven in a while because there's a little cobweb down here. And also good to see the advertisements that are up on top of the brick here in this alleyway, including Owl cigars, which used to be 5 cents. Kind of like shadowed out, you can't really see the cigar 5 cents. You can kind of see it, but you can see the big OWL for Owl right up there. Look at these windows right there. I didn't even notice the little kind of, I don't remember bars being on those windows. I think those are apartments? Oh yeah, there's an air conditioner unit. Now we're sitting by the fountain. I'm just looking over where Watson's used to be. Having deep thoughts with Deacon here. We're talking about the past, the future, how certain things, we don't get too deep, we're talking about how decisions in life changes things. When you move to a certain place, for whatever reasons, kind of changes the format of your life. And seeing Watson's close definitely is it's the end of an era over there.
Yeah, it really is.
And you were asking if the bicycle shop oh, did I drop my coffee?
No.
The bicycle shop is where I got not only the bike that went down the slide, but also the bike that I had when I moved to Anaheim. I came back over here. I got 2 bikes from that bicycle shop. And maybe one day if I ever move back, maybe I'll buy a 3rd bike from there.
Maybe.
Oh dang, I just missed them, but the parrots are going by. I always love the Orange County parrots. They just flew by, I missed them. But usually they'll be like kind of camped out in these trees. And they used to sit in the trees outside of the house I used to rent. Just a little bit of a ways away. Oh, there goes the OC bus going by also. All right, we were just sitting here and there was a guy and a couple girls sitting over there, and the guy ran and jumped in the fountain. Didn't cannonball it, but he went on the side.
Took off his shoes first, then jumped in, and then really quickly just ran away.
Yeah. I thought about maybe filming after he jumped in, but I didn't want to film some random person in the thing. But if I would have been filming the birds and he would have jumped in and I would have caught it, I probably would have left it in. And then he said, oh, I lost a bet. But I think that probably was for social media.
Yeah, it looked like it was
sitting over there, went and launched himself in the fountain.
Is that what he said? I lost a bet?
He goes, I lost a bet. I think, but the person, the girls that were sitting over there, they had their phones out and they were filming it. Mm-hmm. So it's probably gonna end up on the internet somewhere.
Yeah.
Which kind of made me think, is that chlorinated? I don't know if that's chlorinated or not, that water. I mean, I'm sure this is probably someone's restroom facilities on occasion. Yeah, I think there was a time that Justin and Tyler back in the day, I think Justin drank out of this. That's a deep cut. But I think Justin's card once drank out of this fountain. And I remember Tyler, which used to be my ex-roommate, said, it's probably not the wisest thing. Next time I see Justin, I'm gonna ask him, did you get ill from drinking out of that? Was that chlorinated? At least that's how I remember it. I wouldn't recommend drinking out of a fountain.
Don't drink out of a fountain.
Don't do it. Also, since I'm in the area, I'm gonna stop over here at Marion Knott Studios, which is the Dodge College Film and Media Arts, because there's a couple stars that are pretty neat. So we got over here, you got Huell Howser, which is, you know, I've kind of showed this before, but big inspiration and me starting doing roadside attractions and vlogs and things like that. So Huell is here, but also Arnold's over there, but then also the Duffer Brothers, which they went to Chapman University, they went on to do Stranger Things. So if you've seen Stranger Things, any of the seasons of Stranger Things, you can thank the Duffer Brothers for creating that. The star was placed here back in 2007, but obviously Huell Howser, big inspiration as well. And this is a very interesting looking tree. It kind of reminds me of something from like a Tim Burton film, which is also, oh, this is a historic tree, fragile, do not climb on. Speaking of Tim Burton, this is something that you'd see, a piece of artwork from the film Beetlejuice. Kind of looks like a piece of Beetlejuice artwork. Kind of. So to Tim Burton. Also over here at Chapman University, gonna kind of, when I saw the Huell Howser star, I thought to myself, oh yeah, I forgot that the Huell Howser archives are over here. So I'm going to the Huell Howser archives. Yeah, check out old Abraham Lincoln here. Well, you know, I haven't brought out Woobraham Lincoln in a long time. I think I have Woobraham Lincoln. I think he's still just kind of chilling in celebration in my office. Now, I couldn't really remember exactly where the Huell Howser archives was, but I found it. It's over here inside the Leatherby Library. So the Leatherby Libraries is right here. Go up this Wells Fargo stage steps, and in the basement of this is the Huell Howser archives. Yeah, there it is, California's Gold Exhibit and Huell Howser archive. So he donated a good portion of all his stuff here. You know, he said when he was going to pass on that he was going to donate it here to Chapman University. So quite a bit of items inside the California Gold Exhibit and the Huell Howser archives, which is pretty awesome. A lot of items they use on the TV show itself, camera gear, things that he found, some of the episodes that he was doing, obviously some information on the wall, just a plethora of stuff of Huell Howser. If you're not familiar with Huell Howser, he's kind of like one of the original, I want to call it vloggers because he had a cameraman, but he's one of the original people who went around to roadside attractions, wacky places, things like that, across not the US, but across all of California, whether it be extreme North California, Central California, Southern California. He just really tapped in to something that a lot of people have kind of embraced and emulated, myself included. Like, I think my two biggest inspirations when I go through small roadside American stuff would be Huell Howser, and then also there was drawing a blank on who the other person was that did the On the Roads. Charles Kuralt is the other person. Charles Kuralt and Huell Howser were definitely two people which I didn't really like emulate to the T, but definitely which I admire a lot with the way they did things. So pretty cool that this exists down here on the bottom floor of the library in the basement at Chapman University. Now, I had to peek in the window, even though it is between the hours. It's Monday, it's about 4 o'clock. So it says visitors welcome. Yeah, it's 4:10 right now, but couldn't get in. I've been in here before, but right now it's closed off, so. But it is here in the bottom of the basement, so anyone into this stuff, definitely pay it a visit, but might want to call first. Now, outside of the locked door, there is a Huell Howser found art collection. They show some of the photos here. I think some of this is on the stairway back up, which is just right across from this door, which is locked. Dang. You have to come. You never did this down here, right?
No, this is the first time I've been here.
Yeah. You'll have to come. You have to come back one of these days and check it out. It's pretty awesome. So is this some of the Huell artwork? Oh yeah, this is some of the Huell artwork. This is some of Huell's lost art. So you see over there, it almost looks like a piece of an old neon sign, because he was into neon signs too. And then this circular table, very interesting, like bookshelf over there. That looks like an old piece of old signage also. The objects seen here are selected from Mr. Howser's personal art collection donated to Chapman 11 years ago in 2011. Huell's eye was often drawn to industrial remnants. It's a word I use pretty often. I probably got the word remnant from Huell. Pieces like this, removed from their original context and transformed into objects art, are known as found art. Yeah, he donated so much to Chapman University, and this is all located outside that locked door and in the very bottom of the staircase. Here in Orange. And just outside of the library is a piece of Berlin Wall over here. And there's quite a few items you'll see around the US, like certain places will have these kind of place, and there's here one at Chapman as well. And here's a little look at the placard here. Of course, the famous Ronald Reagan quote from June of '87. Okay, back in my rental car now, filming out the side of the window, but I wanted to show this, heading over to In-N-Out Burger, which is 2.6 miles from here, over off of Tustin. But this is the original fountain that is now been moved here, across from the library, but it used to be 2 blocks away in the orange circle. Fun fact. Arrived. This is actually a good time. The parking lot and the drive-thru not incredibly busy at this time. It is prior to the dinner rush. It's 4:43, and I don't think I've been to this one. I might have been to the one that was here before. It was torn down and remodeled, but I have not been inside this new one. In fact, I have not been inside an In-N-Out Burger in a while. Even the last visit to California, I did not go to In-N-Out Burger. So this is gonna be a nice reunion. There are a lot of people who say In-N-Out is overrated. I am not one of those people. When on the West Coast, this is a must-do. I just love In-N-Out. There's something about In-N-Out Burger that just makes me happy. Probably a good thing I don't live out here, or I'd probably be overeating it too often. So it's just kind of, you know, it's a treat. Let's call this a treat day. A nice, delicious treat. And it's not too busy in here. Quality you can taste. I like that they leave their menu very, very simple. I get a double-double. Should I get a shake also? If I'm going all out, should I just go with this? Should I go all in? I'm going all in. Look at the merchandise over here, the socks. They use real ice cream. You can get some of this merchandise online. I don't think they sell them in the store. They also have combos right there. You can get the combo number 1, number 2, number 3. The shakes, 590 calories. Ooh, that's evil, but oh so good. I'm doing it. I mean, I have not had In-N-Out in probably over a year. Now this is kind of interesting. Touchless soda fountain. So if I wanted to get Dr. Pepper, which I'm choosing, you just do touchless. I'm gonna put my finger here. Look at that. Look at that. That is so cool. What'll they, to quote Jim Varney, Ernest, what'll they think of next? I got, oh, did I get an animal style burger?
I don't know which one.
I got animal style fries, which is there. I think we might have got the same. I got a double-double. Are they both double-doubles?
Yeah, they look the same.
Okay, you didn't get the onions though, right?
I just got, I normally don't get pickles unless it comes.
So that's probably mine.
That's probably yours.
So yours doesn't look like it has onions or pickles on it.
Yeah.
Did you get animal style? Or is that just the regular sauce?
I think that's just the regular.
Okay, so I think this might be mine.
That's yours.
Because you don't like pickles.
No.
And then I went with the animal style, which is basically just onions, caramelized onions, and like, I don't know, is it Thousand Island? Mm-hmm. Kind of a Thousand Island. It's a secret sauce.
They call it spread.
They call it spread? All right, look at this. Beautiful. Yeah, I think it's been over a year since I've had In-N-Out. I don't know if I've had In-N-Out since I moved out of Southern California, because I came back here a few months ago.
And you didn't have it?
I don't think I had In-N-Out. In-N-Out has wrapped its products in paper since 1948. A fun fact. This is a thing of beauty. Who was the food reviewer guy? He used to travel. Passed away a few years ago. He'd always go all over the world and do like food reviews, but also travel videos.
You're talking about the guy you did an In-N-Out video with?
No. He passed away a few years ago. Really famous guy that would travel all over the world. Famous guy.
Oh, Anthony Bourdain.
Anthony Bourdain. There's a famous thing that Anthony Bourdain talks about In-N-Out. And he says that when you go back, he would go to all these fancy restaurants, but then when he would go to In-N-Out, if he'd ever go back to his hotel, if he walked in with Taco Bell or Burger King or McDonald's, the people at these fancy hotels would look at him with disgust. But if he walked in with In-N-Out, they'd be like, that's what's up. So it's almost like In-N-Out is the one fast food place that even fancy restaurants or fancy hotels approve of.
Yeah. I agree, man. It's definitely the best fast food burger there is. It's funny, every time you do a video, there's always somebody in the comments that's like from Texas. It's like, Whataburger, Whataburger. I'm like, Whataburger tastes like flies have been sitting on it all day.
Whataburger?
I actually like Whataburger, but
It's not nearly as good as In-N-Out.
You know what else the best fast food?
like double fisting here. Because I've learned that with the shake, it's hard to eat the meal with the shake, so I save the shake for afterwards. I know it's a little too much on the calorie intake, but it's all part of the fun. All right, burger accomplished. Now it's time for the animal style. There's also a secret menu at In-N-Out, which I did a whole video on that years and years and years ago. I don't really go into too many secrets anymore. I just kind of like just go with the basic animal style and the regular double. I didn't even use my ketchup. I don't really think I need it. I mean, maybe I could use my ketchup. I didn't use my straw. Well, the straw's for this, because my regular drink's over here, which I need to go get a refill. I've already polished off my burger pretty quick, like. Animal style. Yeah, that was definitely worth going inside and consuming a tasty meal. In-N-Out, Southern California. Meal achieved. Love it. And that's gonna do it for today. Kind of a relaxing day, which was nice. Well, a little more relaxing than the last week or so has been in comparison. Pretty nice day today. It was kind of sunny, but not as hot, even though I think there's another heat wave. Well, for California, heat wave. Once again, I've been pretty acclimated to Florida since I moved there. Not taking anything away from the heat in Southern California, but the humidity is not quite as intense. Even though I think it's gonna warm up considerably over the next series of days, from what I heard. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Vlog is over.